The Seahawks are off to a 4-0 start. The last and only other time that happened was back in 2013, the year the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. What's up, Jackie Montgomery with your Seahawks Daily. Well, we're a quarter of the way through the NFL season, and the Seahawks lead the NFC West. After watching the game tape, Pete Carroll spoke with the media on Monday to further break down the team's 31-23 win over the Miami Dolphins.
Really good to be back from a successful trip, in a very difficult situation. It was a hard game to play just because of the humidity, and hard for both sides, I think. But we were very fortunate that we got out of there in pretty good shape, and we got to do some recovering from the trip and all that. But it was a real successful day on the road again, and I'm liking that the way we're playing has been consistent enough to get us wins with a lot of room to get better. And there's so many areas for the players and for the coaches to work on with stuff that we can improve on. We've got a good feeling about that, and looking forward to getting back out there again, having a good week, and get cranking and see if we can keep rolling.
The defense made some progress. Sure, Miami put up points on the board and moved the ball, but the defense only allowed one touchdown late in the game. They also allowed just 2 plays for over 20-plus yards.
We need to find our ways to get off the field by helping our players with the calls. But also we've had a lot of guys going through there, and we've made some errors, in just the little things that you need to do against players and quarterbacks that have really taken advantage of it. The guys have been pretty sharp so far.
Safety Neal made his first career start, coming in for an injured Jamal Adams. Neal was disruptive throughout the day. He finished with 6 tackles, 2 passes defended, and an interception, his second INT in as many days.
What I'm surprised at is how he made the transition, and so comfortably, and he hasn't played a lot of football, so you're not sure what's going to happen when he gets into game time. But he's really carried his preparation to the game field and looked very comfortable and at ease and aggressive, not hesitant at all. And he's played smart, played good, solid football for us. So that's just a really good sign. He has made a statement about that there's a place for him to play some. So we'll see how that works in the future. For right now, he's playing, and I'm really happy about that. Really happy for him too. He's a great kid.
Carson is a beast. Many thought he wasn't going to be able to play in Miami after suffering a knee injury in the team's Week 3 outing against Dallas. Not only did he play Sunday, he carried the load with Carlos Hyde sitting out with an injury. Carson finished with a season-high 80 yards and 2 touchdowns on 16 carries. The running back hurdled a defender to secure a first down.
I thought it was a remarkable return by Chris to get back. We all saw him get turn the way he did and all of that, but to bounce back and play such an instrumental game, for us and on offense in so many ways, scoring and running tough and everything he does. He was thinking that he was going to be he and Carlos to carry the load, and then when it turned out that he had to go, he just jumped to the challenge. So he did great.
Special teams continues to shine. After almost every game, Pete Carroll has singled out special teams for the work they are doing, and against Miami, it was no different.
It seems like second-year guys have improved. Homer in particular, he's had influence. He's just such a good player in general. He's done a nice job for us. He's such a good mentality guy on your special teams, but he's just right in the middle of all of it. Leadership from Ballur and Nico has been solid. Just our guys kicking together again, both doing a really good job in both aspects of the kicking part of it. It's been a really good part of our game.
The Seahawks finished with 0 accepted penalties. It's just the 4th time in team history and first under Pete Carroll. The last time it happened was back in 2007.
It's a really important part of the game for just playing really clean football. It makes you hard to beat when you don't make those kinds of mistakes, I would say that this is a new day in officiating. It feels different, and I really like it. They're letting us play, and the game is flowing well. There's just a clear sense that, you got to do something egregious, and if you do, then they're going to get you. And if you don't, then we're playing on.
Olsen led the team in catches. Joining the team during this unprecedented offseason, the tight end didn't get the normal work he would have in a new system. But that hasn't stopped the 14-year veteran from establishing a connection with Russell Wilson in a short period.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, to see Greg, jump into a new program like this and fit in. But he invested a lot to get this done, and as did Russ, in the off season. These are two guys that had we had an off season, boy, they'd be ripping right now because they both care so much and it's so important to them, and they're both so smart and they communicate so well that in the time they were able to spend together in the summertime, you can see the progress that they made. Russ has great trust in Greg. Just look at the 2-minute drive, and he went to him a couple times, and that's just kind of the rapport that they're establishing.
Pete Carroll also updated us on some injuries. For more on that, you can head to Seahawks.com to check out his full press conference. Well, the players have Tuesday off, but will return to the practice field on Wednesday as they start to prepare for the Minnesota Vikings.